Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and they thems. Hmm, it seems you look a bit tired, do you now? Who am I, you ask? Oh, it's your friendly neighborhood raccoon here, Reggie. Why? Why must you ask? You should already know who I am. What am I doing here today, this evening, this grand old evening, with you in front of me? Well, it's clear that you're very tired. You look very tired. Why don't I read you a bedtime story to put you to sleep? Nice and tucked in. What story shall I be reading you this fine evening? Well, one of my personal favorite stories, read by my brother in Raccoon Eggs, called Where the Wild Things Are, by Maurice Sendak. Why don't we commence with the storytelling? The night wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, grew a forest, and grew, and grew, and grew, until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world around. And an ocean tumbled by a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day, and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws, till Max said, "Be still," and tamed with the magic stick, of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened, and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the worlds, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up all being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat, and waved goodbye, and sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of where his very own room, where he found his supper still waiting for him, and it was still hot. "Oh, you're already asleep? Good. My job here is done. Good night, ladies, gentlemen, and they thems."